Hi, my name's Abby. I will be assessing your range of motion today. You're Anna, right?
Yes,
Do you prefer Miss Cook or Anna?
Anna's fine.
All right, sounds good. Hi, Henry, how you doing? Okay, so today we're just gonna kind of get some history information so I can kind of fully assess you without actually being there with you. I'm also gonna have you help me by taking your own vitals. So yeah, do you have any questions so far, or can we get started?
Nope, that sounds good.
Okay. So how is your pain today on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the worst pain you've ever felt?
Oh, it's about a 4.
A 4? And what kind of medications are you currently taking?
I take ibuprofen and Tylenol and Neurontin.
All right, sounds good. Um, is there anything that makes your pain worse in your neck? Because I know you just recently you had surgery, so I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about that, what that surgery was.
So in 2018, I had a disc replacement at C56, and that was for some pain that was radiating down my left arm into my. Sorry, my children are present for the visit.
It's okay.
So I had pain that radiated down my arm, and it was kind of like a squeezing pain. It was pretty bad. So I did the disc replacement for that. And about a year, disc above it gave out. So then I did a fusion at level 6, 7, and
Okay.
since then it's been improved, but just pretty chronic neck pain
Mhm.
that goes down into my shoulders.
Right.
That's why I'm taking the Neurontin twice a day and ibuprofen and Tylenol as needed.
Right. Um, yeah, that's super important. Okay. So now that we have some of your history, I was wondering if we could do some vitals. Do you have a temperature probe taker with you?
Yes, I do.
I was wondering if you could take your temperature and let me know what it was.
Sure. 97.9 Fahrenheit.
Perfect. All right, and now so I'm gonna have you take your own pulse. I know you've never done that before. So I'm just gonna kind of show you what to do. It's a little tricky at first because like the bump against your fingers is pretty subtle. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna check where you can feel it the best. So first we're gonna start at the neck. So if you want to take your two fingers and place them right about here, can you feel your pulse?
I can.
You can? Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
I am going to set a timer for 15 seconds and I want you to count how many little pulsates, little bumps you can feel on your fingers. And then when that 15 seconds is over, I will let you know, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to start. Stop. All right. What number did you get to?
14.
Okay. So,
14.
since we only took it for 15 seconds, we're going to take that 14 and we're going to multiply it by 4 to get what your pulse would be for the entire minute. So 14 times
Okay.
4 is 56. 60 to 100 is normal resting heart rate, so that's perfectly in range for what we want. My resting heart rate's always like in the hundreds. And then,
You must be very relaxing.
yes. Um, also, so I played a trick on you while you were taking your pulse. I watched your respirations. I watched you breathe in and out. And I also did that for 15 seconds and multiplied it by 4. And what do you know? It's 16 respirations per minute.
Perfect.
And that is also, I think 16 to 20 is the normal range for adults. So,
Okay, thank you.
yeah, so it looks like you're feeling pretty healthy. Is your neck okay right now if we try some like range of motion activities?
Absolutely, we can. I
Okay,
just took some ibuprofen about an hour and a half ago.
perfect. So the only thing that I want to remind you of is to kind of like sit up straight and then just keep your shoulders, relaxed. Just keep them down. So the first thing that we're going to do, I'll show you and then I'll have you do it. So we're going to test your neck flexion. So I'm going to have you turn your chair and face forward, and then I'm going to have you try and touch your chin as far as you can to your sternum.
Okay.
So it's going to kind of look like this. And then if you can't go anymore, that's your range of motion.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to have you do that one first.
Okay. Can you see okay?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Another one
So,
of my children. I'm having a test right now. I didn't announce to all my children I was going to be having a doctor's appointment.
okay. Okay. So we're done with that exercise. So the normal exercise, the normal range of motion is about 45 degrees. So like when you're up straight, when you're just looking forward, it's about 0 degrees, and then it goes to about 45, which is like, half of a 90-degree angle. Yours was a little bit less than that, but just looking here at the disc that you had replaced, that's kind of what I expected.
Okay.
So next we're going to do extensions. So we're going to do the same thing, relax our shoulders, stand here, and this time we're going to go as far back as we can. Usually as far back as about like 30 degrees. This is what the picture looks like. This one right here.
Okay.
So it's about 30 degrees. So I'll have you try that one. Is that as far back as you can go?
Yep.
All right, sounds good. And then
Was that good?
yeah, I mean, it looks a little less, like slightly, but not as bad as the first.
Okay.
And then next we're gonna test our lateral flexion. So I'm gonna have you face the camera, shoulders relaxed, sitting up straight, and then you're just gonna, without like turning your head, you're just gonna move your head like this and see how far you can go on each side. Okay? All right, that's perfect. Lateral flexion, just because of the muscles that are in our neck, it's gonna be less than the other two for like degrees of how far. So this one was like 22 degrees. You can't really move your head too much, but that is normal in
Yeah, I
adults.
definitely feel tight when I go to the sides.
Mm-hmm. And this is something that you can practice at home, like just to get better at. Usually, if you can go till you feel like a little bit of resistance and you're like, ooh, that kind of hurts a little bit, and you can keep going, you can expand your range of motion.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for me?
How many times a day should I do that?
For neck, I mean, as long as you're not in a lot of pain, I would say you could probably do this, like 5 to 10 times a day. I mean, if you're sitting at home and like, you're just watching TV and then, you just kind of start moving your neck around, I think that would be really beneficial for you and your range of motion.
Great, thank you.
Yes. All right. Well, if you don't have any questions, here's my fake email and my fake phone number as a
Thank you.
provider. Yes. So please contact me with any questions that you have.
I will do that.
It was very nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you, Abby.
Thank you. See you later. Bye.
Bye.